Excite Reading is a supplemental literacy curriculum that helps pre-K to second grade teachers bridge the gap between phonics and comprehension. The core of Excite Reading is a library of diverse, representative ebooks read by professional narrators. Corresponding book guides help educators teach vocabulary and background knowledge, as well as social-emotional skills through modeling and prompts that encourage rich classroom discussion. Excite Reading helps teachers to make the most of read-alouds and can be used for whole class instruction, small groups, or interventions. Let's take a look at Ms. Johnson's classroom to see how it works. First, Ms. Johnson chooses a thematic text set to focus on, based on her curriculum and the interests of her students. Each text set comes with its own plan with activities to help get students interested in the subject and develop context for the topic they'll be learning about through the stories they'll hear. Ms. Johnson chooses an activity or two to complete with her students based on the time she has available and the needs of her class. Ms. Johnson opens up the book guide for the first book in the text set and reviews it before sharing the story in class. The book guides are designed to give Ms. Johnson absolutely everything she needs to make the most of this story as she reads it aloud, including vocabulary words to review, modeled prompts and questions to keep children engaged and build their skills, and adaptations for English language learners and intervention groups. Ms. Johnson projects the story for her class or her group and is able to choose whether she wants to read the story herself or let the professional narrator read for her. Along the way, she pauses the story to model strategies, think aloud, and ask discussion questions, all from that handy book guide. Ms. Johnson would likely read this story one or two more times with students to make use of all the prompts and encourage students to think deeply about the story. Once she's finished with this book, she would return to the theme, where she might make use of the ideas on how to extend learning into other content areas, or the suggestions on how to continue the learning at home before proceeding to the next book in the text set. For children, the entire library of books is available for their use at school and at home, serving as their personal bookshelf so that they can read or be read to wherever they may be. We can't wait to help you build your students' skills and love of reading through joyful read-aloud instruction with Excite Reading.